Tukwaniriza ku Mbale Express TV era ng'olunaku olwali tusinzidde mu district ey'Ekkomi era ng'omukulembeze w'eggwanga asuubira okuba nga ataatuuka wano akaseera konna. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga akyeyongera okuba nga ataatalaga eggwanga mu Wealth Creation Tours ez'enjawulo. Kinajjukirwa nti gye buvuddeko awo yabaddeko e Bukedde, awo yavudde awo n'agenda mu bitundu by'e Kakuumiro n'ebitundu ebyetooloddewo. Kakati wiiki eno ali Serere ne district ngazi Amuriya, Katakwi. So olunaku olwaleero agenda kubeera wano wennyini we tuli ku Boma Grounds mu Kkomi district. Olunaku olwajjo yasobodde okuba nga ataatalaga farms mu district y'e Serere, Amuriya ssaako Katakwi okuba nga ate yeetegereza ku mbeera ekitundu kino gye kituuseemu mu by'okulima n'obulunzi, nga zino ze mpagi ezisinga okubeera enkulu ennyo mu PDM. So omukulembeze tumusuubira okuba nga ataatuuka wano asobole okuba nga ataayogerako n'abantu b'e Teso abasobodde okuba nga ate bajja mu kitundu kino, era nga olaba nti already ziri ssaawa nga 8 naye nga omukulembeze essaawa yonna tumusuubira okuba nga ataatuuka wano ku Mbale Express TV. Tujja kuba tukutuusaako byonna.
Please, extend the height. Extend the height. Extend the Wapone chifu Museveni Hadija na Miaro.
I will begin by thanking you, Excellency, and I will say for accepting to spare your busy time and schedule and traverse the country, to which achievements that NRM government has done. I also take this singular honor to thank our chairperson, that is none other than Her Excellency the Vice President, who has ensured that this plan is a success. I want also to thank the Secretary General, who has ensured that the NRM manifesto is felt everywhere in this country. I want to thank the Speaker of Parliament, who has made sure that all MPs are present and Museveni feels the presence of His Excellency. I also want to take this honor to thank the State House Controller for funding this activity and ensuring that nothing goes wrong. I want to thank the government chief whip, who has ensured that he whips everyone to be here and celebrate with him the NRM achievements. I also want to thank Honorable Pinanite, the chief morals booster, who has traversed everywhere without boundaries to ensure that we are here. And Excellency, I want also to thank myself, since you're my candidate and I'm the sponsor, for ensuring that you reach each and every door spot. And you have to ensure that we finish this journey together. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, allow me to thank my candidate for being obedient. I am the sponsor, so I told you we have to complete the PDM tours in the country and did not disrespect that. That is a good candidate. And I pray, please let us come 2026, you join me and we still leave the candidate in the front seat. I am a proud Museveni. My name is Helen Seku. I am the Commissioner National Patriotism Secretariat and also the Private Secretary, Youth Affairs State House, and the Chief Program Coordinator to ensure that my candidate is in Teso and very safe. Your Excellency. Teso oye! Excellency, allow me at this time to welcome Honorable Obua, who is the nation builder, to come and give us the official program. Karibu, Honorable.
President Museveni oye! NRM do! Teso oye! Your Excellency, our program for today, following your guidance and with the uniqueness of Teso, there is a slight amendment to the 4-item agenda. We are going to have the chairman LC1 of the village where we are. That will be followed by the joint memorandum of the people of Teso. And I want to advise you that we are going to use a few of you as an example. Inosoma munidis kwamba nimetana rono. Thank you so much for your kind attention. I wish you all the best. We are deciding, but we don't have the resources yet. I don't want to come and tell you what to say.
In the 19 private school, compared to 21 government, there are 13,904. That tells you that there are more children in government-aided schools than primary schools. At again, a giant way, we pull, financial disbursement for UPE and 9.8 billion for USE and additional grants amounting to 8.366 billion for other grants in the schools. And when I talk about other grants, I mean in the following. There is money which is brought for inspection. There is money which is brought for monitoring. There is money which is brought for assembly. There is money which is for management of sports activity. And there is money for maintenance of schools. Nengese yake. Ajokisi, ijori tererone. Ijeka one, ijefa itune, ijara nisine, ijedione, I hope it is very jasne. Inyo aimeja tumasuma na note so. Esi chei wakasimama kukalikuti kapu, anje nari semero, ijeka kuna nena semero. Amwesa watu Kinesu, Angeli district, Angeli entity, Isiriyemile Dumuni, Otubile, Waboya Sine, Wanyana Semero, Wadi Montari, Wekapasi, Mejas, Kunema Sawa, Akoma Dari. Alosemo, I am going to campus renovation of primary schools. The central government under the Ministry of Education and Sports continues to send money to the government under the school facilities grants. And I want to confirm, in the financial year 2023-2024, all the districts of Teso received 856,155,209 shillings. In this financial year, the districts of Teso received under SFT 2,187 billion. Breakdown by district, I have them here. Name that will be that tools. The I want to confirm when the better Kugaraya, when the better level of summit. I must students law. This is a region project law. In the way after the Kanyaki Kanyang one have benefited. After Sur, after the Kasa Kanyari Uni, Isapa, after Tangon, Akaisa Uni Kanyaki. Breakdown and rediscipline. Out of that, 19 are constructed in Teso. And additionally, we have been a new program going to construct 116 schools, secondary schools, through the Uganda Secondary School Education Expansion Project, of which 5 of these are located in Teso. Akonga limunune, otoma muneja kusodi, akwatare, atakanyika nyangon, ito mnaka nyamuneja Teso. Ije program no yare, akwa ito mnaka nyabe, amun ika nyeja Teso.
All guests of honor, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Museveni, honorable members of Parliament, the Cabinet Ministers, the Vice President, Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Pardon. Our guest of honor, Your Excellency Papa Museveni, Banta, the Vice President, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Cabinet Ministers, the Commissioner of Patrolship and Chief Coordinators on tours, the General Secretary of the NRM, and the members of Parliament, trustees, the district heads of departments of sectors, the municipal heads of department of sectors, the security bodies, the religious leaders, cultural leaders, all protocol officers, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to communities with COVID municipality, most especially here in Bomak Playground, my head of jurisdiction. You are welcome. First and foremost, I would like to thank and appreciate the NRM government for attaining peace in the country and above all, guarantee security. Excellency, thank you for the support and the funding you have given to communities towards the construction of good roads and the best around about done by the agriculture together with the union. I also thank His Excellency Papa Museveni for the Parish Level model that has transformed and changed lives at the village level, that has lifted the name of the NRM government high. Your Excellency, the level of education has also improved, and I would like to thank Mayor and DEO for this achievement. On this note, I would like to thank Madam Secretary, who is a commissioner for patriotism, for promoting patriotism programs all over the country, and also recruiting and training of the youth, just redundant and jobless. I think the best way to go is to recruit them through patriotism. I would also like to thank the Teso region and yoga coordinator, Mr. Korikim, of the motorcycle. To ease the soliciting of votes, monitoring of government programs, and also coordinating with my fellow LOCs outside there. Long live Your Excellency Papa President Museveni. Long live NRM government. Long live NRM party. Long live Uganda. I permit the ceremony to proceed. For God and my country, I claim Alex Joseph, Papa of X1 Boma not saying. Thank you.
Teso Kereyoka. NRM oye. NRM oye. Museveni too. Your Excellency, permit me humble myself before you to present the joint issues that have been developed by the people of Teso for presentation before you. Your Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency, Major Retired Jessica Lupo, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Anita Anet Among, the Speaker of the 11th Parliament of Uganda, the Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement present, the Vice Chairperson, NRM, Eastern Uganda, Flight Captain Mike Mugula, the SEC members present here today, the Cabinet Ministers present, the members of Parliament of Teso sub-region present here today, our cultural leader, Papa Moro, the religious present here today, to put our hands together and thank His Excellency the President for today's visit. Your Excellency, as I move, permit me thank you so much for the strategic interventions that you've done to restore peace and security in Teso sub-region. And that is the roundabout we have at our entrance as we get in here. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for infrastructure development within Teso sub-region, especially the road network connectivity that we are now enjoying. You look at the road coming from Palisa to Kumi, which has been completed. We want to thank you for that. Your Excellency, connectivity between Palisa to Ngora was a challenge, but we want to thank you so much with the Minister of Works for working on the Leles Bridge, which has helped us to connect Palisa with Ngora. Our road, which was in the manifesto, starting from Kumi, Ngora to Kagwara, we have gotten today the breaking news, Your Excellency, that Cabinet already played its part. It is now left for us to have the loans approved, the money is available, so the people of Teso, that road has already arrived as one of the achievements for NRM. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, we are so proud as a region that our connectivity to other regions, if you look at this side, we connect to Karamoja, it is tarmac. We go to Lamu sub-region, it is tarmac. We go to Bugisu, it is tarmac. We want to thank you so much that you've helped us to reduce on the time that would have wasted on the Maram Road, challenged by all these factors. We want to thank you so much that your interventions and the government has been able to help motorability around and beyond Teso sub-region. Your Excellency, the tour is to assess the progress on how PDM is performing. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for this strategic decision that you took. PDM has been one of our best economic drivers. Members of Teso, let's put our hands together to thank His Excellency the President for bringing PDM, which touches the last person down, having socio-economic transformation. We thank you so much for that. Your Excellency, we have some few issues that the members of Parliament plus all the local government leadership of Teso have put together. And we think that if these issues are attended to economically, we shall have no issue with NRM. We shall say this is what drives us to the next destination that you have always told us you want to take us to. Your Excellency, it's our appeal that government undertakes certain measures in form of affirmative action programs in certain areas. Your Excellency, we have had a few meetings where these issues have been raised. We raised in Kapchora, we raised in State House, where we raised as the leaders of Teso the issue of education. When we look at education, Your Excellency, the people of Teso are appealing for the restoration of the scholarships that you used to offer the children of Teso, amounting to 250 science scholarships. Your Excellency, you did, when we had a meeting at State House, guide that we shall look at how we can input this perhaps in the next financial year. We want to remind you and appeal to you that the issue of scholarships is a very pertinent issue that all these leaders seated under the tent are appealing to you to restore for Teso sub-region. We shall appreciate Your Excellency. Your Excellency, Soroti, Teso as a sub-region has one city, and we have one referral hospital. Because of the growing population, Your Excellency, the hospital, the Soroti Regional Referral Hospital, has been defeated by numbers of the region. Land has been provided, and government promised that we should be able to have an extension or have a regional and a teaching hospital in Soroti, which can accommodate the sub-region. We want to appeal to you that this issue will be taken up seriously by the Minister of Health, and we have a regional and a teaching hospital in Teso sub-region. Your Excellency, strategically, have always guided us that for us to join the money economy and have socio-economic transformation, we should have water for production. The people of Teso appeal that the issue of water for production and the desilting of dams. Your Excellency, we have dams that historically have been there, but the biggest challenge we have with these dams is that the desilting exercise has not been undertaken on most of these dams. That's why when there rains, Teso being on the lower bed, you find that the flooding happens in Teso year in, year out, because the water catchment areas and retention areas are all silted. So I want to appeal to you that massively government undertakes deliberately to desilt these dams and be able to help us with the issue of the water for production. Your Excellency, Teso sub-region is gifted, that the soils are fertile in such a manner that when we plant one of our staple food crops that we have is cassava, the people of Teso have jointly requested for a complete cassava processing plant. Your Excellency, cassava, I'm so much aware that you know, is one crop that endures even the harsh conditions, the climatic factors we have in Teso. It's very unfortunate, Your Excellency, that in the recent past, a kilo of cassava in Teso sub-region came as low as 100 shillings. Why? Because of the absence of a complete cassava processing plant, which would be able to absorb most of this cassava and have the value addition. So I want to appeal to you that our industrial park, which is in Soroti, this could be one of the factories that government can be able to put. And another issue, Excellency, permit me to remind you, when we had a meeting, the issue of starch, which is imported and being done tax-free, and yet our starch, we have a cassava factory here which is on Oladot, may not be on a massive scale, but we find that there's a tax which is levied. And you did pronounce and direct that the Ministry of Finance should look at the issue of instead imposing a tax to imported starch and relieve our starch which is produced locally. Your Excellency, I want to appeal to you that you once more look into that issue. Your Excellency, as an affirmative action, you did give us a ministry, and that's the Ministry of Teso Affairs. We want to appreciate you as the people of Teso that you gave us that ministry. Our humble appeal that we have presented to Your Excellency, and we do present to you now, that ministry has funding, but the funding, like this financial year, is to the tune of about 4 billion. Your Excellency, we appeal that the ministry be given sufficient funding, being an affirmative action ministry. This ministry, Your Excellency, I did interact with the RCs of the Resistance Council. These are people who existed before perhaps some of us were born. Their humble appeal to government is that let government remember them as the ones who sacrificed, who stood with NRA at the time it was coming to power. They are appealing that you help them as the surviving RCs, even if you provided through Minister of Teso Affairs some iron sheets and resettle some of them. They will appreciate you, Museveni. Your Excellency, as Teso sub-region, we want to thank you for the infrastructure. There are these roads which have been done. Now, there are these feeder roads, Your Excellency, that do the network connectivity in our districts. There are these roads within the districts. Your Excellency, we want to thank you that you've been able to provide us with equipments. We have graders which have been given to these districts. Your Excellency, one of the challenges that we have as a sub-region is that there are certain equipments, such as the bulldozer, the excavator, which if Teso needs, and money in 1 billion has been given to these districts, and you want to raise swamps, we have to wait until Ginger is able to give us permission. Sometimes these local governments have suffered. We don't meet the timelines. Money is sometimes returned because at the last minute is when we struggle. We want to appeal to you that you give us our own sub-region. We have a workshop where we have excavator, a low bed, a bulldozer, which you can use within Teso sub-region.
Excellency, we want to welcome you to Teso region. You're most welcome. And that is a sign that you really value Teso and we know you're part of Teso. And that's why you have empowered Teso highly. Your Excellency, as legislature, we appropriated money for PDM, Emioga, for all poverty alleviation projects. I want to really thank you for coming to Teso to give accountability of the money we allocated. And I want to thank you for giving accountability not only in Teso but also in the country by extension. Your Excellency, I want to retaliate on what Honorable the chairperson of Teso parliamentary group said on Okiro on the issue of the breeding centers. I remember we discussed this in the budgeting team when we bring budgeting, and you did promise that in this financial year you're going to make a provision for the breeding centers in Teso. We want to thank you in advance that we will have the breeding centers, and knowing very well that we are part of the cattle keepers, we are eagerly waiting. Your Excellency, always feel free to be in Teso. The people in Teso love you. And on that note, I want to invite Honorable Jessica Lupo to come and address the people.
General Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Anita Mong, the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, colleagues, honorable ministers present, honorable members of Parliament, the Right Honorable Richard Todum, the Secretary General of NRM, and all the SEC members present in your respective capacities, all the NRM leaders in your respective capacities, and all the local government leaders which were earlier prescribed by the Master of Ceremony, all the religious leaders present, cultural leaders present, all the cadres of NRM, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Yoga. Yoga Bunere Jawani, President Rayo, Kumi Municipality, Yaram Slas Banda, Jakinoni Rotin, Joka Kadone, Jokone, Yaram Slas Banda. Your Excellency, I am humbled and privileged to welcome you to Teso sub-region for this important zonal tour, which you started way back in Acholi sub-region, West Nile sub-region, Greater Masaka sub-region, and recently Bukedin sub-region, and now Teso sub-region. You are most welcome, Your Excellency. As a practice, when Your Excellency you are present, we expect that you have a lot of wisdom which we should listen to. Therefore, I normally apportion myself 5 minutes, but for today, I have apportioned myself 4 minutes. And out of the 4 minutes, I would like, if you permit, you to allow me to share the 4 minutes with the Honorable Flight Captain Mike Mugla, the chairperson of NRM Eastern Uganda, welcome you to his region. And then I will summarize and welcome you to speak. Excellency, sharing my minutes all the time, there will be time for paying.
Your Excellency, sir, I would like first of all to thank Her Excellency, the Vice President, and I would like to thank you for appointing her. She is very diligent, committed, but also giving my sister to be, and through Parliament, to be the Speaker of Parliament. Your Excellency, sir, let me be very brief, and as I always do, be very judicious with my 2 minutes for one. A roll call. Bukedea. Bukede Keutiporotoi. Kumi District. Mora. Serere. Amuria. Soroti. Soroti City. Kabermaido. Kalaki. Sir, Teso had a primary problem of security. You have solved it. One time you stayed here when you're in Komi and somebody said, if peace returns to Teso, or Museveni disarms the Karamojong, hair will grow on your head. Teso is now peaceful and you have still remained a strong man. My message, Your Excellency, sir, is that whereas Uganda was ungovernable to many, you have governed Uganda for 38 years and very peacefully. Your Excellency, sir, you are a God-sent leader to Uganda. It is now my humble request to say that, Your Excellency, 2026 is around the corner. I request the leaders of Teso to officially now, to stand up and endorse His Excellency the President as the sole candidate for NRM 2026. Your Excellency, sir, we thank you for accepting that. NRM oye! Kaguta oye! Museveni juu! Asante sana! Mara mbili! Mara tatu! Your Excellency, the Vice President, I invite you to continue.
The Vice Chairperson of Eastern Uganda at the national level, the Honorable Mike Mugla. They thank him. Your Excellency, drawing back your attention to the regional tours, the theme of the regional tours is securing your future through wealth creation and shared prosperity, which is indeed a very timely theme. Your Excellency, these regional tours have greatly helped in awakening and mobilizing the population to meaningfully participate in wealth and job creation initiatives. Through your strategic leadership, Your Excellency, you have consistently and tirelessly made the case for the socio-economic awakening and transformation of all the people of Uganda. And through the NRM programs, specifically geared towards poverty alleviation, job creation, and wealth creation. For instance, OWC, NADS, women livelihood programs, youth livelihood programs, Emioga, PDM recently, etc. Our people are slowly but surely joining the money economy. However, Your Excellency, as it has already been said, as leaders on the ground, we still have a responsibility to lift the 39% of the households across the country who are still engaged in subsistence agriculture, which we normally call Aswam and Wakwe. We need to guide our people to appreciate and comprehend your concept of Echibalo, Chura, Otita, Aymar, so that they can subsequently start making themselves relevant in the enterprises which they are making in order to join sustainably the money economy.
To advise people was finished.
We are now
going to develop an alternative force. In all aspects. An alternative army and an alternative political structure. Therefore, when you hear of the NRA, National Resistance Army,
National Resistance Army,
and the National Resistance Movement, these are very important historical developments. You know the story of what happened? The contest between us and those groups. Both by politics but also by war. Now, by the time we came into government in 1986, after 24 years of wasting time,
because
remember by 1986 we had spent 24 years since independence just corruption. No army, no political party which can stand. No government, no economy. Those who are old enough know the story. The Magendo, the smuggling, the Chibanda, the forex black market, and the whole story. So that's when we came into government, we decided to update our analysis, because we have been analyzing the society all the time.
So nelo bunatoma ocholonga ndo ipugapotani tube ijaikwanona ireikini atoma omisho amine polo jula kinera omisho ojasa dokta dona kona ija ya pakyo una tesi nelo no cholonga
And when we did the analysis, we came to the conclusion that if you want a bar,
so apote nyabuka takoso misho sota ani takoso bara chuti kotona akeria nutara ajau bare.
And you want, is it a swamp? Jobs.
A swamp, yes. And if I kotona swamp sine.
So but also don't bite me, and I can follow what you are saying.
Abalapolo be kwanacha bak imino na chapaka ba chendo ni kala tese bukwa na ngesa kiro pero sa ile ngo jende e utasuba warage ho. So
therefore because we are studying this, for us we are people who study issues. We don't just talk, no.
Iboro lukere e utaso ainyabu. Mamso mota na ibora mota na kini. Era ile oro no joani ne pone.
We said we came to the conclusion that if you want a bar wealth,
aportunani tubariko tona bar,
and you want a swamp,
aliko tona swamp sine.
Which so many people talk about without knowing what they are talking about. There are 4 sectors in Uganda where you can find these. The address of a bar, of a swamp, 4 addresses. Address number 1, commercial agriculture. Livestock, crops, fisheries. You can even add agroforestry. That is all commercial agriculture. If you go there, you will get wealth for yourself, but also create jobs for other people. Second address, manufacturing. Manufacturing, whether big or small. The maize mill is already a small factory. The milk dairy cooler, that's already small something. And the big factories. You have seen what's happening in Bali there. That land which was just there, Nanda was just, I don't know what Nanda was doing there. It was just doing FDC there. When you leave Bali town, before you go to Tirinyi, there is a big town now. In the land we bought from Bugisu Cooperative Union. I gave that land to Industrial Park.
Yes, I
think the land is only about 600 acres or something.
Yes, Your Excellency.
So about 600. Less than a square mile.
Yes, sir.
Translate.
Square mile now. Any have known, Your Excellency.
But there are so many factories there now. I haven't checked to know the number. You can go and check how many factories are there, how much wealth are they producing, and how many people are they employing. Less than 1 square mile. So much wealth, value produced, and so many jobs created. Her Excellency Vice President telling you that the public service of Uganda is about 480,000.
In Toto Vice President, Bitungalo Kanati Ikalani Tuano Samakalo Puga, Just kwapona itungi lukumne akwata ngono keda kese kanyauni.
Including all the soldiers, the policemen, the civil servants, the teachers.
Inyala kite jokere kisirikale, inyala kite jokere toni mwalimu, kere just kwap na itunga ngono lukumna kwata ngono keda kese kanyauni.
The health workers.
Eswa makalu angale uwa dekisia.
The 480,000.
Ikidioko just kwapona lukumna kwata ngono keda kese kanyauni.
But the people working in the factories, like the ones in Bali, in Uganda now.
Wonye kwa nato wali soma ito chuma na ngunu weje tata ito makana pa Uganda kereke mbala kebichie.
I think they are now like 1.2 million.
Elote kwa nado lore emilon tedo pete keda akwata are mapaisa kugana kanyoe.
So the people working in the factories are now already more.
Itunga li soma ito chuma na nguna na utai nanya kuilu erikala ni ludarete rotapa.
And we are just starting.
Konyora ageo nkeko na ageo nyini.
So this was the second address for Abar, for Aswam. Was services.
Ne uniete ne proja nomuna Abara kede Aswam sine. Ngesi aijana kino na etunga kana tara hotel kwa.
Hotels.
Kana tu hotelin.
Transport like these border borders when you see them running, that's part of the services.
Kana tu border na just jameda no ile kitunga mpongo.
Tourism.
Itungalo jaunete lato.
The religious spiritual, they are providing a spiritual service.
Kana tupanalu keza pa pesa kan tenando kabo ituria for around about here.
The medical workers. Those who provide professional service of any type.
Kede munu kere luganga na kile tungara keda utosoma da kese pirianu kunesho mutos kesa na kanga kile tunga aito dolin kile podesha kes.
Like the lawyers.
Papena tilu pulidan.
I think if you check that those people may be about 4 million now.
Ire kije jok balapap dire ko na jok pero kwa na muda soma aito dongeta adolore kwa ni milioni ni wongona chapakade parna.
So this is the third sector where you can get a bar, you get a swamp. Now the fourth sector is actually within the third sector 3, but we make it separate. But because it's new and special, this is the one of ICT, of computers.
Ne dokwana na takana tete imorkina tikere ya konye dokwana ijepo lotia kutora puga. Yes dokwana nguni dwe tungalwe jaske da piriani na ichika borone baka computer.
But that ICT you can find, for instance, somebody can have some group in Kampala or Jinja or Osorotia and have a group of auditors and accountants.
Idumunjo be pero kwa naja jau keda etunga kana tawle jaske da piriani tumun keda keda chuma na un ara isoroti ara imbala ara kumine ora itunga lo jireta chapakare ile reta boy lukamto zakron business we baka auditors
and they contract to work in the United States.
E pero jau soroti ara bokumi konyo pero na dumna swam ile reta boy na business alija America.
The company in the United States send them their books.
Ijukunete kui eponele jatari kese itamoe.
And they study their accounts.
Osoite do lua ne peri akane ai rere pone jatari tamoe munu business angon.
And arrange them.
Osoite itemoki na job.
And send them back by internet.
Inyakare takerongon otupitete ai totoro bokwamune tone jasi kola tekilwa ina ndikisa swam.
And they are paid here.
Otacheta ne okumi are bonato sorote are mbale.
It is called businesses outsourcing.
Erai mana bornebara
passport BPO, business processes outsourcing.
Erai business do jobe abosu America ai to so mi kase tunga ina erai mana mo no looking age so no na bala outsourcing.
What the American companies are looking for are cheaper accountants. I want an accountant but not as expensive like the one in the US.
Itunga so much business mona America. Anora kisa to so mi kase tunga ina ile kese tabo te ena kese sirgine lui po Dodo kwanera mono ni tetebe kwenye meda ulike bodonda. Yesi mo unero no kingala ila swama swamngini.
So this is able to be done because we have got good telephones now and internet. So
patala kwana swamngini na achama kapuga na isimu ajalo kebolo mo impra swam otoma otubitete ala edite ne swamajo mamjidu munameda.
Things like maize.
Kana tare koreje kirdidi
like tobacco.
Kana tare korejo etaba
like cotton.
Ara koreje paba
like sugar cane.
Ara koreje ekajo
like the indigenous cattle.
Ara ida rija itukokono na baka izebuno
even the Angora ones.
Ara ida rija itukuno no na narakadwa kato kita papano uja kama ara bono kono repenyano.
I am improving the Angora ones. They are now going to compete with the freezers, but before they were sorted out, they were not moving on a small scale.
Barapobe ejepo leke onangesi nuangira enosta kwa naike unepolo jena kirara kilinke da kile elagano kene freezers konyese karono kesi da noi kapa no kanye.
So to do that, there is no way you can get out of poverty.
Itoro yo rotongon ara ipiti tukokolu do ade kido kan mamji nyuno chai.
Some years ago I came to Paris here.
Ikari biska wo bunga mune Paris.
I said, what is the average land holding here?
Abunga ngiti tuwalo Parisa. Angini kale sirgi alupoko bonwe tia yejata.
They told me it was 2 acres per instance.
Ali monete mo de tude kale dolo etikone erai ekasare yejata.
There was a engineer called Iki.
Aso ojai nenine etemono kinere pava laijene baka Iki.
It had been taken over by South African whites.
Ajasi tumano South Africa wajas nenwa era tosi ne temono ne papa.
And the Palisa farm is very good. She's famous in the whole world.
E jena tuli be papa le lo no Palisa tuke danu pokomo. Are papa le joko no la ajeno akwapke rebele jo.
So these whites were encouraging my people to go with the farm because of their own interest.
No do musukuru ajasi kikilu akotozi no etwalo opalisa ya taita kore pava mon nara gente bi medawo de kesi no tupte jawtene na dokta tane pava mon.
So I said once I knew the average land holding in the area.
So ide kinyesi eponde jata be mametwa ngini kale jaske da bisinare aneno palisa.
My next question was, what is the yield per acre per year?
Asoda nganyi tikes be dodo kwana
of cotton.
Soda nganyi tikes be pava irai kijo palisane itolo muni le ekedo peletia yi otomokaro.
They said 200 kilograms.
Potali moise itolo muni kilo za kwatare ekedo pe.
What is the price?
Soda nganyi tikes be dobe tiai le kilo.
At that time it was 200 shillings.
Ali monete mo be kilo era yi kumina kwatare.
So somebody will get 40,000. Somebody will get 40,000.
So ireki jo dumjo begyo pardon bile.
Somebody will get 40,000 shillings a year.
Ngezate mara be chama ki to na korokuna no edumuni ni tumana isiri kuna kaisa mo to mukare do pe.
The second acre was for the home for the food.
No do kaneke do preje erale darbe sa no akor nikini nyamat
for cassava. So this Parisa man or woman was a one-eyed person. If he or she misuses the one eye, he will go blind. He had only one acre to get him or her out of poverty. So I tell them, get out of Pamba. The white boy was not happy with me. He said, Mr. President, don't worry, we are now going to show them how to have more yield.
Also, obotama ni president be mami meeting wa kore pava alo so is checking kesani le podeno iya takene pava resuscité dope around itulelu po adepa
If they use better technology, they do this, they do this.
Il also is checking cases. Actually, I put it as some quiet. That you don't must have money la Polo.
I said, how many times we need to go out?
Yes, and I need to be. He talks about that one. He attacked in a pub, Polo Ribiatoma, Ekelope.
The boy said, instead of 200, we can go to 1,000.
Ebarabe, Abosna Tolomoni kilos aquatare, Echabakedola Elukumi.
I said, okay, times 200, how much is that?
Yes, and I need to be. Don't want to run a local aquatare, yes, basically
200,000 shillings. How can somebody get out of poverty with 200,000? Bump things.
So ile re joki so kwa pe yonge mam so imota na ibora mota lakini tae era isi chejo.
That's what many people don't get, and they really miscalculate when they are dealing with us.
Itunga po mame genete ngezi dum na jo be kanarete iso maike de so na me genete be mam so mota na ibora mota na ini.
The other day I was in Tororo.
Apakia ja mo Tororo,
and you are Archbishop of Catholic Church, Archbishop Obo.
Ajango kere papa Archbishop lo Katolika Papa Obo.
He gave testimony that
Obo ena kajenanu alaije.
Apparently I have been working in Karamoja.
Isomata Papa Obo isomata kolo Karamoja
as a Christian.
Isomata pape ang porokinto ne dini anina pape silipan.
He reminded the audience when I put my small house in Morulinga.
Obu sitiki itongo boela kajenanu ai sitiki ne pole boeke na papa president itogo ke lai jene kwa leje ke no la polo togo ndidi lai yo Morulinga.
I think by that time he must have been like the Father Obo.
Pacho monoka ngeze sacerdote Father Obo amina umoro okara moja.
He wondered, this madman, why is he putting a house here?
Obu Archbishop Pacho unane sacerdote Obo riemu betwani lo bela polondo ako chabe munana nyobe otare gwekini itogo ne.
They said it in Museveni has put a house there.
Only one that longest be la Apollo Museveni ote gwekini togo de.
Karamoja was in chaos, 40,000 guns.
Apake ono munara Karamoja mudunu wadoto silukumna kaisa ono mzaja zakani no etunga lwa eruro.
But for us, we never do things by just by impulse. We calculate everything.
So
thank you so much. We have come to the successful end of day 2. Your Excellency, a polite reminder, the chairman LC1 came to me as we were singing the anthem. If I don't do it, he may think that I have not done my part. On behalf of Chairman LC1.
I give the motorcycle to the chairman.
Very good. As His Excellency departs, the chairman is all the leaders to stay behind for administrative announcements. But I also want to thank members of the National Organizing Committee for the Presidential Zonal Tour, the NR pieces that has led to the successful end of day 2. The Vice President will take lead in doing the endorsement officially. Her Excellency, the Vice President will take lead in doing the endorsement officially on behalf of all the leaders in Teso. May we request security to avail Her Excellency the President, Her Excellency the Vice President, to symbolically sign symbolizing endorsement by the leaders of Teso. Tomorrow we have a rally in Kaberamaido district. All leaders are equally invited. For the rally, the endorsement we may even postpone together with receiving the converts at the rally in Kaberamaido tomorrow. All delegates, please remain here. There will be a demonstrative announcement by a team handling that portion on behalf of His Excellency the President. And we meet again tomorrow in Kaberamaido district, where the main rally and the final program for day 3 will be concluded for Teso sub-region. Thank you so much.
We are in, we are also expecting 15.4 billion shillings as directed by His Excellency. The first disbursement, really, our people went to enterprises guided. These were sheep rearing, some of them went to purchase cattle, and some few of them went into agriculture. But I want to attest that those who got money previously, we have something to show. Somebody who bought 6 sheep, they have multiplied, is now going to almost 20. So which means even if he decided to pay a loan, if it was to pay every year after 1 year, they are even ready, those who went into those enterprises, to even pay, but because they have to multiply for 2 years, that's why we are giving them that benefit for them to multiply. So I can attest that PDM here is really performing. We want to thank His Excellency the President, because every good thing has another bad side. In PDM really, we have been facing extortion, especially here in Museveni. But working together, leaders and us, people charged with monitoring, and also our police, in Kumi here really, we have taken people to police. And I want to thank His Excellency the President that today he has directed that anyone who plays with the PDM money, steals yoga, shouldn't get police board. And for that, this one is going to help us to ensure that people know that playing with this money is not business as usual. As the people of Kumi, we want to thank His Excellency the President. And it's one thing, even in elections previously, why people refused to vote for Amria, because they knew that it is only the President Museveni who loves this country, who has wisdom to guide the community from poverty to riches. That's why, as we talk now, for us as people of Kumi, our vote is kept for that one who is helping us to fight poverty. Is none other than His Excellency General Retired Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, and also National Chairman of NRA. When you come to Kumi soliciting for votes, you must show us your bank statement or bank report showing that you have also been bringing us 100 million shillings. But if not, you better stay there and also wait to get the PDM and come out of poverty, rather than disturbing the person who is actually making us come out of this bad situation. I want as another district to appeal to the people of Kumi and elsewhere that really this program and others are geared at lifting us from poverty to middle income, to transform us as society to economically. Therefore, let us guard them jealously, and also let us guard them effectively, so that we come out of this abject poverty. Whoever plays with those programs, the days are numbered.